Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Let's all go to the game store. Let's all go to the game store. Let's all go to the game store and buy ourselves some swag. Good morning and welcome, my lovelies. It is I, your favorite idiot, the OGGM, broadcasting live from Site B on a lovely Thursday morning. It's about 8:20 in the morning on the 15th day of August 2024, and you might be wondering why we're doing the format this way, and that's because I've used up all my StreamYard hours for the month. So I gotta use this. This usually works. I mean, I can't see you, you can't see me, but other than that, we get the bare bones idea of stuff. So it's Thursday. I've moved everything that we normally did on Wednesdays to Thursdays. So tabletop role-playing game Kickstarter news and tabletop role-playing game Gameshop news I'm now going to do on Thursdays. Why? No reason. Just cuz. Just wanted to mess things up. Try a different format. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, okay, well, you know. I'm here for you, buddy. This is your start channel. I'm just the host. You tell me what you want to see. So we're going to take a look at all the tabletop role-play game products that should be, might be, could be on the shelves of your friendly local game store. That is, if you're lucky enough to have a friendly local game store that actively supports role-playing. Unless you live in Ventura. Shudder. But don't take my word for it. Please, before you head on over, call ahead and ask if the product in question is actually in stock. And if it's not in stock, if they can special order it for you. And remember to tell them the OGGM sent you. Not that that means anything, but it makes me feel good. All right, we've got the Moria thing. The Moria thing has been heavily advertised from Free League, and it is finally available. It's $46. It is a complete exploration of the Moria setting from the Lord of the Rings. Now, Moria plays a really big part in the Lord of the Rings overarching story arc. Overarching story arc? Yeah, sure, why not? But we know very little about it, right? We know it's a mine. And it's a mine that the dwarves had, the mines that the dwarves lost, the mines that the dwarves got back, the mines then the dwarves lost again. And then after that, it's kind of just, we don't really know a lot about it unless you dig really, really deep into like Silmarillion stuff. So hopefully this is everything you've ever wanted to know that these guys could get their hands on regarding Moria in the form of both an adventure module, a location, and just sort of facts like, you know, hey, why? What's in Moria that makes it so important? Why do they keep going back? Where'd the Barlock come from? Why does that, you know? So I think this is cool. It's $50, but that's usual for Free League. So yeah, if this is a location you've always been curious about and you're using the Free League system for their Lord of the Rings stuff, or just running a game in Lord of the Rings, or just want a really cool mine, Moria. From Exalted Funeral, we have Seas of Sand, book only, and the Seas of Sand book and map. This is a hardcore setting that comes with or without a map and poster. It's $60 if you don't want the map and posters, $80 if you do. It's a toolbook setting guide for creating vast desert/ocean/desert ocean. Vast ocean of desert. The sand is liquid and ships sail across them, but by night the sand becomes solid and the ships flounder while people walk free. So high tide and low tide, really. But at a much more larger scale. But it has, $60, it does seem a little pricey, but it does have a lot of stuff about, what it would be like to live in this weird ecology. How would you survive? How does this work? What are the monsters? What are the plants? What are the tables? What is the history? How do you build a house on the solid ground when it disappears for 8 hours? Could be fun. From the Dungeon Key, we have some classic-looking adventures. We've got K1, which has got 13 dungeons, and K2, which has got 11 dungeons. These are the campaign modules, K1 and K2, for the Kavlo Sanctuary Dwellers in the Bog from Mork Borg setting. So this is $33 each. It's taking some of the classic old school module style and converting it to the wackiness of Mork Borg. So if you wanted to play some OSR themed, classic OSR module feel using the wackoness of Mork Borg, now you can. Paranoia! Mongoose Publishing brings us a brand new episode of the ever wacky world of Paranoia. This one is called Something Systeric This Way Comes. It's a bunch of adventures for Paranoia. It's $50. And yeah, it's got a whole bunch of adventures in the world of Paranoia. If you're not familiar with the Paranoia world, I couldn't describe it. You could try and describe Paranoia, but you really can't. It's just something you gotta have experienced. Paranoia can either be very silly and hilarious or very serious and scary. Once you take the original, the Logan's Run to the worst possible conclusion of the Logan's Run idea, combine it with Hunger Games, combine it with 1980s Paranoia, combine it with 1960s Red Scare Paranoia, you get Paranoia. And it's a beautiful game that doesn't get as much attention as it should, because most people think of it as a joke. And Dice Skim Publishing brings us some love for Big Eyes Small Mouth. It's been a long time since we've seen any love for Big Eyes Small Mouth. These are some hardcover supplements that come with cards. $40 for BESM Icarus and $30 for BESM Desians of the Multiverse. Icarus is one of the prime worlds of the Big Eyes Small Mouth multiverse. It's a Isekari fantasy type realm. And Desians of the Multiverse features a whole bunch of different NPCs from all the corners of the BESM fantasy multiverse for you to throw at your BESM characters. Wow, I can't remember the last time we saw anything from the BESM world. If you were looking for a Japanese anime themed RPG, you could do worse. It is definitely awesome. It was also, I think, one of the first, wasn't it? Close to the first. I mean, when did Tinker's Dam come out? When did awful, Teenagers from Outer Space come out? But Big Eyes Small Mouth definitely is one of the signposts in the genre. So it's nice to see stuff coming out again. The only thing that stands out to me is the Paranoia, because it's Paranoia. If you're an anime fan, this might be yours. I mean, there are anime role-playing games and JRPG themed style role-playing games. Some of them work, some of them don't. BESM is definitely one of the ones that I'm aware of that worked. Did its job very well, so check it out. Paranoia, can't go wrong with Paranoia. Mork Borg, OSR style adventures. I mean, yeah, why not? So many questions. That world even work, dude. 8 hours of the day the ground's solid, and the other 8 hours of the day the ground's liquid. So it's like high tide, but to 1,000th fold. And that's an entire continent. Why does anybody live there? And Moria, yes, Moria, because one, it's from one of my favorite companies. Two, it's just a setting that's awesome and we know so little about. So it's nice to take a company of dwarves and explore the ruins of Moria and, get eaten by goblins and an ogre and a troll and probably a beholder. And Lord knows what else is in there. But yeah. That's all the tabletop role-playing game product that's available at your friendly local game store this week. But don't take my word for it. Call ahead and make sure they have it in stock. And if they don't have it in stock, ask them to pre-order it. Don't just say, well, fuck you, I'm going to go on Amazon. No, guys. If you have a chance to support your friendly local game store, please, please, please support brick and mortar, mom and pop, friendly local game stores. They are the lifeblood of the tabletop role-playing game community. So please, just give these guys some love. If you're lucky enough to have one, go in once a week and buy a dice, buy a stick of gum, buy one figure. Help them stay open because they are so important to the hobby. If I had a friendly local game store, I would be there running, playing, anything I bought tabletop role-playing games, I would buy from them or special order from them. Yeah. I would give my eyes teeth for another year of Seths Games and Anime. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. I give my eyes teeth. Aren't those like your back molar, your eyes teeth, your back molars? I don't know. It's just a cool sounding hardcore saying, right? I'd give my eyes teeth. I'd give my eyes teeth for Seths Games and Anime to be open another year. You don't appreciate what you have till it's gone. And God, do I appreciate the fact that Seths was there for so long now that it's gone. So if you're lucky enough to have a tabletop role-playing game in where you live, tabletop role-playing game store where you live, please help them stay open, guys. Well, that's it. Till next time, this is normally the part where I play some music, but we're not using SteamYard, so you just have to listen to me sing.